Hi, my name is Barbara. I want to share my story on how I survived physical, mental, sexual, and verbal abuse from the age 6 into my adulthood. Hello, my name is Barbara. I wanted to tell you my story on how I survived sexual, mental, physical, emotion abuse. Some may ask, why are you telling this story? Because I want the little girls and the little boys to know that, and the men and women also getting abused, that you're not alone. You're not alone. As myself, I have been abused when I was a little girl of the age between 6 and 7 all the way into my adulthood. It's nothing to be ashamed of because it's not your fault. The perp or the predator or the abuser that have violated you, it's okay to pick up a phone or tell someone. If it's your mother, you tell your father. If it's your father or your stepfather, you tell your mother. If it's both, or uncles or cousin, brother, it don't matter who it is, a family friend, it doesn't matter. Teacher, you tell someone. You can tell your principal, your teacher, or you can tell, call 911. There is help out there. There's our men and women that getting abused. Also, there's help. You don't deserve it. It don't matter what color. It doesn't matter what sex you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. It don't matter if you half naked. It don't matter what religion you are. Abuse don't come in no form. And it's okay to tell someone. No one have that right to abuse you in no way. And I wanted to tell my story on my abuse from multiple people that I trusted in my life. And I wanted to let all the little girls and the little boys know, especially, it's okay to tell someone. You may have the abuser may say something like, if you tell, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill your mother, I'm going to kill your father, I'm going to kill your loved one. No. Tell on they punk asses, excuse my language, tell on them. Pick up the phone, call 911. There's help out there, tell on their asses. If you a man or you a woman, you getting abused, it doesn't matter how much you love a person. No one should never abuse you. Who is they to take that from you? To take that they own you, that it's okay for them to do those things to you. It's not okay. Love don't hurt. Love is kind and nice. Love don't supposed to hurt. And I know it's hard to walk away. It was hard for me to walk away. But then I had to think about it. How much do I love myself? How much do I care for myself? How that gives someone who human just like me and no better than me that much power to do those things to me. I love myself more than that. And for you parents out there are signs. There are different signs. But we too busy in our days to look at the signs, to see the signs. There is signs. My sign was I wetted the bed. I didn't wet the bed by accident. I did it on purpose. Maybe that'll draw attention. There's signs that I acted out. I started acting bad. Because sometimes you as a child, you're afraid to come and tell your loved ones that the person can be on the outside or the inside of your house is abusing you, especially as a child. It's hard because as a child, the person will threaten you and you're scared for whoever in a home life or for your life as a child. You're not knowing as a child the predator is preying on your emotion and your intelligence. You don't know no better as a child. You're just hoping that some adult that you trust that can figure it out. Because sometimes we as kids that got abused or getting abused as we speaking don't know how to tell nobody. We as parents, you have to know the signs. The signs is there. It ain't because your child acting out or he acting bad or she acting bad. Or maybe she going through teenager years or she going through her teenager emotion. No. It's something else more than that. You can ask them over and over. Did someone touch you? They're going to say no. For me, what got me was the guessing game. I didn't want to tell because I didn't want to feel like I'm breaking up my mom's relationship, or I didn't tell because, maybe my mom and my father or my stepfather or whoever is fighting each other and I don't want to be the cause of it. So someone came in my life. I'm going to tell you my story in a little bit. That came in my life and she played the guessing game. That's the best guessing game for a kid. When kids don't know how to tell you, you start guessing people that around your kid, teachers and everybody, and you tell your kid, you don't even have to say nothing. Just shake your head, yes or no. That's the best game that you can play for your kids that you may think they got abused or you don't know. Kids feel safe. I felt safe. More safer than talking the guessing game, and I could just shake my head because I felt like as a kid that I didn't tell, somebody guessed it. That's how I felt. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my story. As I was about 6 or 7 years old, my dad was a good father, the best ever. As we speaking, my mom and dad is deceased at this point. But at that time, my mom and dad separated. My mom, she come from a Christian background. So, when you come from a Christian background, you have a more strict rules, the way you supposed to act. My dad and mom used to fight all the time because my mom was strong-willed and strong-minded woman. See, my dad, like I said, my mom was a Christian and she came up out of there with her family and she met my dad. Was her first love, the first everything. So in them times, it's like that's a sin in life my dad was in, and my dad was a drug dealer. So my mom and dad separated. The last thing I remember, my dad was present always in our lives. The last thing, to make a long story short, the last thing I remember of seeing my dad is 2 weeks before Christmas. He gave my mom some money and said that he'll be back. As I know now, he was making a run, like out of town. And it broke my mama's heart. It broke, I was like, to me, I was thinking I was daddy's girl. I felt like I was his favorite because I was like between that tomboyish and that girl. So it's like, but that devastated me. And back then, you know, parents were really counseling and talking to their kids really about death.